Okay, we are now up to our number one of our top five favorite top 40 songs of the 1970s. And Bliss, you are up first with your number one song.
I am. My number one song of singles that charted, this was a number 9 in the US of A, would be Electric Light Orchestra's Can't Get It Out of My
Oh, wow. All right. Wow.
Partly because
I am surprised and delighted.
Once you hear the title, of course, you can't get it out of your head. There are several things about this song that of course, ELO's entire career is a postscript to the Beatles, which we did not grok at the time. Okay, it was not until 1979 when a Jackson station did an all 24-hour Beatles marathon that I really totally got into the Beatles.
Jackson, Mississippi station.
This was in 1975. ELO's entire career is a postscript to I Am the Role. Electric Light or fuck's sake. Oh, I need to switch to your beer. ELO's entire career, in a way, is a postscript to the Beatles, I Am the Walrus. And it's this sort of epic orchestral sadness, right? And I think that's the key thing. It's the same thing that connected me to Jerry Rafferty's album City to City. So many of their songs were songs of loss. And if there's anything that defines being an adult human being, it's getting used to loss. Longing and loss. What is gone? What will never come back again? It is the sort of hypnotic power of songs like this that first pulled me into what I would realize later would be sort of the progressive rock stream of things. You know, just like Alan Parsons Project, then Yes, and then some harder, crunchier stuff like King Crimson. Loss and longing and desire. I was charmed. I was fascinated. I was the closest thing I will ever be to being a pure romantic. I've seen that maiden on the water, and I can't get her out of my head.
Oh, God. All I can say is I totally love that song, too, and I strongly considered it. And when you mentioned that very line,
right,
that song haunted me.
Yes.
And I used to have the Hardy Boys a Hardy Boys book collection as a young teen.
A lot of kids did.
And the cover of one of those books that I had, and I don't even remember the title of that particular book, mystery book, but it was there was an image of this phantom floating across the water, and the cover of the book was scary and spooky to me.
Right.
And whenever I heard the song, I thought of that image on the cover of that book. Yeah. A specter floating across the water.
Mm-hmm.
There is the strangest stream of words in the third verse. It's like an early REM lyric exercise for me.
Robin Hood, William Tell, and Ivanhoe.
Yeah.
They don't envy me.
Yes. And I just laughed out loud when I finally. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Wonderful song.
And the new ELO, very nice.
Yeah.
If you loved them then, you owe it to yourself to give him some money now.
I gotta say, Jeff Lynne's never done anything that I just really disliked or hated.
No.
I mean, everything he's touched, I mean, he's just got a great pop sensibility.
Right.
All his, projects.
Yeah.
Well, flying wheelbarrow, traveling, the trapeze act, the flying wheelbarrows. How about the traveling wheelbarrows? Okay, with Tom Petty and George Harrison and
the Dave Edmunds stuff.
Yeah,
that he did
all
in
the Edmunds stuff
in the
he does.
80s. Yeah. To you.
Oh God! All right, to me. This is the only song in my 5 that I have to honestly admit. One thing we didn't say that we had to love the song while it was out. We just said that it's a favorite right now.
Yes. No.
I have to honestly admit that I really didn't like this song all that much when it was on the charts.
Right.
It peaked at number 23 in the year 1975. And upon hearing Rock and Roll Future, my young and musically dumb 14-year-old self thought, Elvis and Beatles, huh? And then I watched it peak at number 23, and I kind of shrugged it off to hype. Well, it wouldn't be exactly right, maybe, to say that February 13th, 1981 was the exact night that marked my aesthetic sensibilities year zero, and everything that before it was BC and everything that was after it was AD. But if you had to pick a night or a day, that would work as good as any, because Bliss and I saw Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band at Humphreys Coliseum in Starkville, Mississippi.
Yep.
And the song I'm talking about is Born to Run.
Yeah.
Now, Bruce was not considered a top 40 singles artist in the 70s. Okay?
Right.
That wouldn't really happen until the 80s. He dipped his toes in the water a little bit with the sped up pop version, Hungry Heart. That's sped up vocally. It's why his vocal sounds a little higher. You didn't know that. Well, Bruce are following up. There's 10,000 greasy Lakers out there correcting what I just said, and I'll probably hear from
No, it's just playing the vinyl.
Yeah.
Old vinyl,
Yeah. But as far as top 40 singles, then he went really wild with "Born in the USA," which had 7 top 10s, and that's a record that's only been tied, not broken.
Yeah.
Since then, the 2 Jackson siblings tied him. Michael with Thriller, and then Janet Jackson with 1814 Rhythm Nation.
Right.
But 7 top 10s off of that. But like Creedence, he's never had a number 1 on his own.
Yeah.
He's come close. As a songwriter, he's hit number 1 with Blinded by the Light. Singing on a collaboration, We Are the World, yes. But on Bruce Springsteen, a record that has Bruce Springsteen on it, has never hit number 1. Okay, so he's not really thought of as a singles artist. He makes albums. Okay, but let me tell you,
he does make albums, and he makes them on purpose.
yeah. But as far as singles go, when he set his mind to it, like when your career and your very essence and who you are and what you've learned and what you want to be and where you want to go, when they're on the line, and you spend 6 months in and out of a studio working on just that one song, and you try to include everything in that song, and you do take after take and mix after mix and version after version, because, baby, this is all you. This is representing you. This is all you. This is your essence, okay? This is the opposite of simply having a wonderful Christmas time and telephone. Those are knockoff. I'll show you a knock, like we've said earlier, and Bliss, you're warning, don't do a novelty song when you're single. So this is as far removed from novelty song as you can get as a knockoff. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to write a autobiography of Abraham Lincoln or Winston Churchill. Well, you know what? That's only been done about 10,000 times before. And I can't say anything about this song that hasn't been said better by a bunch of other people. So I'm just gonna spew here, and you've probably heard it all before, but this is my 5 minutes to spew about this song.
No, don't say.
No, I won't say spew.
Don't say spew.
Praise. I don't know.
You're going to. I'm gonna preach a little.
I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna testify. Okay. This is life or death here. Okay. This song is sung poured out of the singer. The lyrics and the imagery is poured out. And there is action going on. There's so much action going on in the song, it'll take your breath away. You know, there's a ballet out on the turn. No, I'm thinking Jungle Land here. See, I'm getting confused here. Okay. Highways jammed with broken heroes on a last chance power drive or sprung from cages. Chrome wheel, fuel injected. You're trying to take it all in. And the drama as it builds for me from in the middle part, from beyond the palace, hemi-powered drones scream down the boulevard.
Yeah.
It just the build all the way up to want to die with you, Wendy, on the streets tonight, and an everlasting kiss, and then what knocks you back to you hit that gut punch in the sternum with that Fender guitar that rumbles out, peeling out there, right?
Yeah.
And then together, Wendy, we can live with the sadness. I'll love you with all the madness in my soul. Someday, girl, I don't know when, but we're going to get to that place that we really want to go, and we'll walk in the sun. But till then,
baby,
tramps, losers, geeks, lost souls, whatever, like us.
Yeah.
We're born to run, and we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep searching, and we're going to keep trying, and we're going to keep reading, and we're going to keep learning, and we're going to keep... I didn't really get the song. Is shrug for me. You dug the whoa, 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 whoas from the beginning when it was on the charts, and I'll always give you credit for that. You really dug it more than I did.
Well, again, it's just it's a preview into our future.
As much as we were tripped out by rock concerts that we had seen before, I've told you this before, but you know how all those other concerts built to that big ending encore.
Yeah.
Whoa, you know what?
Yeah.
And I've always told you this.
Yeah.
That night, the first song, "Prove It All Night," the audience after that song was more crazed than at any other concert I had ever seen by the end of the show. And Bruce had to actually tell the audience, you guys better sit down. It's going to be a long night.
Right.
Because we were in such a frenzy.
No, I just have to say, this is Starkville, February
13th, Friday the 13th.
In 1981. And it's
River
a river tour. And it was our first truly adult rock and roll experience.
Yeah. But we're talking about something else a day or two ago. It was not about this song, but it's something else, which you nailed. It was that our music before the BC era of our music. I think it was about
Foreigner,
music keep
Foreigner,
going. Sure.
Styx,
Journey,
Rush, Journey.
REO
Speedwagon had some really awesome cannons going off during Riding the Storm Out. But
it was about escape.
Yeah,
it was about escape.
Yeah.
And henceforth, it's escape from life, escapism.
Right.
Where afterwards, it was about life itself.
Engagement.
It was about engagement in life.
Uh-huh.
This music could not be just about like a drug, escape, although it can function that way, and that's fine, but it could also be actually what you're dealing with. I mean, just what you're living and dealing with, and maybe where you could go from here.
Just the little seeds were planted by, what was it, another number 25 hit?
What, this one? Born to Run, number 23.
23, a number 23 hit.
Yeah. Just
laid the little seeds that would grow later.
Yeah.
Into rock and roll!
Yeah. And I might have put Thunder Road on here, but it didn't make the top 40.
No.
But this one, we have both heard this song a 1,000 times.
Yeah.
We've heard it how many dozens of times live?
No,
but
less than
well,
my dear friend Judith, who's seen 36 Springsteen concerts.
Oh, and I know guys.
We're not even in the ballpark with her.
And Judith, I love you, but and she knows that she's an amateur compared to the ones who have seen 1,000 shows, and there are people who have. But Bruce is on here, and this may be it's a conventional choice, but it still fits. I still want this song on a desert island. I still actively get into the song every time I hear it, whether it's on the radio or live or playing at home or whatever. And so it's my number one. It's had to be my number one.
Beauty.
Okay, so that's our top 5 favorite songs, top 40 songs from the 1970s, and we want to encourage you to, on our YouTube page, Mark and Bliss' Super 70s, send us your top 5s, and you can include it in the comments section. Say all you want, criticize ours if you want, and explain why your 5 is your 5. Give it a try sometime. We got some business to tend to. It's still not too late in the evening as we record this. And this box set just sort of magically came in the mail a few hours ago.
Amazon Prime, baby.
Amazon Prime, baby. So we will be a little bit busy for the next 4 or 5 hours, I'm sure. Cranking up the volume in the back room here.
And pissing off my neighbors.
We'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
This has been a TCP Tough Cat Productions Incorporated show.